Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope you're all doing well. I just wanted to come on today to show you a little bit on how I get images for my nature journal. I believe my last video that I put up was how to make this journal, this type of journal. And what I did when I made the journal was I basically just put on the pages images that have interesting texture and whatever in the background, and then I come along and put stuff on top of it. So I just wanted to show you how I get some of these images. This is the folder I keep and stuff, how I get some of these images and where you can find them. Now, one magazine that is very popular that you can get at any thrift shop, any thrift shop or place like that is the National Geographic. And they're great, usually great for getting some backgrounds in. But I wanted to show you just some other things in case you can't get a National Geographic, how else you can. Now this is just a regular magazine. This is Living Virginia, and it looks like it's the wedding edition. I got this free at the library here in the county where my cabin is. So what I do is I just basically go through. See, now right here, I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is furniture. This is a furniture ad. And I'm just going to go ahead, and I usually rough cut because I usually end up tearing stuff out. But if it's something small like this, I'm just going to rough cut around it instead of tear it, and then I'll tear it when I'm ready to use it. But I guess this is just a fabric, that sample that I'm cutting out here. But this is kind of a cool piece here, this little piece here. So we're going to save that, and we'll trash the rest. When I say trash, we'll recycle it. And then literally I just go through and look for things that for me are very interesting for background. And it can be something as simple as like the background in a room or something. Like the back wall of a room, something like that. I like these pictures here. I'm going to save these also. These stained glass windows, those are really cool, so I'll save those. But just look at everything in a magazine in a new way. And also, if you like to put sentiments, okay, now this is kind of weird, but it's this cloud thing. I don't know what, it's all like childish little things. The more you understand her world, the more possibilities you see. I guess it's all about a little girl's world, but this is kind of a fun background there, so I'll save that. And that probably wouldn't necessarily go in my nature journal because it's so bright and stuff, but I might use it for something else. And then here, this is a nice thick glossy magazine. Here, I like these little guys up here. And I might fussy cut those and put them in my nature journal. So I'm just looking at the back to see what we've got here. And this is actually, it's torn, but this is nice and green, like green here. So there's writing here, so I'm going to avoid the writing, and I'm just going to tear down here. So now I've got this strip here, and I think that's pretty cool. And in this book, I don't, when I do the backgrounds and stuff, something like this, even though it was photographed horizontally, I would just put it vertically like this anyway. I don't care. That doesn't matter to me because I'm putting stuff on top anyway. This is kind of cool. This is just a picture of a tree. And always check both sides before you tear, because I've learned the hard way that I've torn something out and then I looked on the back and realized I roughed whatever it was on the back. So I'm just going to go ahead and tear this out. And if you use the size that I did for making my nature journal, which was 8.5 by 5.5, because it's an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper folded in half, then watch the size of your images. If you've got something really huge, you're going to have to obviously break it down. Okay, now this is not necessarily something for my nature journal, but look at that chocolate. So I think I'm going to pull this one and this one, which won't go in my nature journal, will go in another one. And I'm going to start a pile for them. Ooh, look at all these chocolates. I love chocolate, guys. I love, love, love chocolate. I think I'm going to save that page too and put that over there. Okay, so let's go on and see what else we might have in this magazine. All right. All right. And if you do, there's a good looking piece of chocolate cake in the middle of this one. I think I'm going to have to, in my glue book, do a chocolate page. So, you know, when you're harvesting a magazine, that's another thing. You can harvest just for one thing and keep the magazine whole and then go back and harvest for others. But I have so many magazines. It's so easy for me to pile up the magazines that I'm going to harvest for everything at one time. Now, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Let me bring this a little bit closer. Look at her scarf. You see the texture of her scarf? Oh, it's a him. Sorry, his scarf. I really like that. Sorry, I just tore his head off, but I like this. I like the texture of his sweater and his scarf. And see, if you tear it off, it could be anything, right? You could put it in a book anyway. So that's going to go in my nature journal because I like that texture. And if it's like wool or something. See, now, not particularly. Let's see here. Let me see if I can give you. Okay. Here, this one right here. All right, so this is a picture of somebody running, I guess. And I don't particularly care for all this. But there's a nice big piece here of purpley color, just purpley color. And I'm not a real big fan of purple. Pink is my favorite color, not purple. But it's kind of ombre, actually. That might come in handy. So I'm gonna take that one out. And guys, you know, if you get way too many images and stuff, go through them again. And if you don't like some, like, you know, you can't store anymore, just toss the ones you don't use. It's just paper. You know, if you weren't going to use it, it was going to go in the recycle bin or trash anyway, right? So I want this not for my... Sorry about that, guys. My memory card got full and I had to stop and take care of that. So I'm back. So I don't know if you saw this one, this vegetable one. I love that. That's going to go in maybe my glue book, not my nature journal. Okay. Now here is a guy standing in front of a barn. I don't know if you can see, but it's like a, what is that called? Like, oh, what kind of metal is that? Anyway, it's a metal barn, and I'm just going to cut or tear a strip from that. I don't want the writing, although if you get writing, you can always cut it off. All right, so I think that alone is really cool. So I'm going to save that one for my nature journal. Let's see what else we got here. And, you know, whatever your colors are, you know, you're going to be drawn to different colors and different textures and what have you. Now, here's just a home design page here. And I think I'm going to pull this plant. So I'm going to look here. Let me go this way, tear down this way. I'm tearing this one out, but sometimes when I put these in my nature journal, if I'm putting them up against an edge, I will cut one edge straight, but I'm tearing it right now. I'm going to leave this right now with that crystal chandelier and the plant, but, you know, I may end up just using the plant. But see, that was just a page of, you know, home decorating. So look at your home decor magazines. This is about dirt biking, I guess. Okay, here's something right here. Okay, here's a big picture. This is perfect for my nature journal. Here's a big picture of this person dirt biking. And what I can do, let me see if I can't tear this maybe a little straighter. I love this right here. This is all what I love for my nature journal. Things like this that have the wood. It's got a piece of log down here. And this here, of course, this is too long for my nature journal, but I'd figure out which part to use there. And then here's some woods on this side too. Let me tear that off and throw the person away. But this one has words right in the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this little piece with the wood. It's like a fallen tree. And then I'm just going to go above the words and get rid of those. And save this picture here. And it's kind of out of focus, like it's kind of blurry, but I think that's really cool. So we're getting some good stuff. Now in my nature journal, in this one here, I had a page. Where is it? Where is it? Of course, when you're looking for a page on camera, you're never going to find it, right? But I thought it was further up front than this. I wanted to just show you. Where is it? Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. This one that I put the tag on, I also had this American flag in the background, and I thought that looked really cool. And look what he's holding. He's holding an American flag. So let's go ahead and take that out. Oops, I tore it. All right, this one I think, no, I'm going to tear it. I'll just tear it and get that out. I don't have to, if I don't use the entire flag, that's fine. His fingers are actually going to be showing if I use the entire one. But I might also have something just there, you know, in that corner covering his fingers. That would be fine. Okay. And the rest of this really, there's too many words and too much stuff going on that I can't use that. So I'm going to get rid of that. But I am keeping the flag. And then we have more treats and stuff here. I might save this page and put it over here for my glue book, because I might do a glue book with, like I said, I might do a glue book with chocolate, a chocolate page. Okay, here is a page here. I'm tearing this whole page out, and I'm going to put this for my nature journal. Look at all these cool bird houses. Those can all be used, so I'm going to put those there. Let's see what else we got here. See, now even though this was a wedding image, they had a whole box at the library. I just picked up one. I didn't want to take too many, because it's, when you get free magazines and stuff, it's very easy to get too many. But like I said, if you harvest the whole thing at one time, it's not, you won't get an accumulation. Okay, now this is, let's see what's on this side. That's kind of wedding stuff, but I like this image here with these ladies. Not for my nature journal. This is going to be for maybe my glue book. Maybe go far enough down. For my glue book. And I don't know what they're doing, but you know, you can make them do anything. Like, she's got her hand up like that. You can always put something in her hand in your glue book. It'll make her holding something. All right, so we'll get rid of that one. And now her bouquet here is very pretty. And this, okay, let me show you something. Let's go ahead and tear this out. Her bouquet. All right. So maybe, okay, I'm just going to harvest. This video is just going to be harvesting. Maybe my next video, what I'm going to do is show you actually using these things I've harvested. And because I really want to finish this book up. It's almost done, but not quite. So maybe I'll show you how we're going to use, how we can use some of those things. So, you know, and there's going to be a lot of stuff you can't use. But like I said, if you're into words, you know, you can look at words or whatever. This is the wedding issue, so it's not, there's not too much fodder. Okay, but here's something I like. Just checking what's on this side. Nope, okay, we can get rid of that. Here's a picture of a bride and groom in front of a silo and a barn. Well, guess what? They're not in it anymore. Now we've got this really cool silo. Oops, I'm going to have to tear from up here. Silo and barn. And that can go in my nature journal. Sorry, guys. I know I just bumped the camera here. All right. So now I've got that. And that's good. All right. We're almost done. We're almost done. I don't want to keep you too long here. But I just wanted to show you that, you know, okay. All right. Look at this. This is awesome. Here's a wedding. I'm going to guess this is at Luray Caverns. Well, it doesn't matter, but I'm assuming this is at Luray Caverns because this is about Virginia. Look at the stalactites. Are they not awesome? That is definitely going to be harvested. Now, here's the wedding party down here. So we're just going to say goodbye to them. And look at this great picture. All right, and that can go in the journal this way, whatever. Oh, that was a treasure. That was a good find. Okay. Just still looking. Okay, now this. Okay. This is not going to be for my nature journal, but go ahead, just be fabulous. Okay. Okay, so go ahead, be fabulous. That is a good words, but then not for this journal, not for my nature journal. And then just protect yourself. This is about using sunscreen. I was like, oh, whoa, what are they talking about protecting yourself from? I was like, I might have to edit this. No, it's just about using sunscreen. Okay, so what I'm after is this cool backgroundy thing, right? But it's like painted. It's not yeah, I think it's watercolor. So that can go in one of my other journals. Because sometimes, you know, you need backgrounds in other journals too. So I think that's it. Except we do have one more pretty bouquet right here. And the background is kind of muted, so you can't really see that it's a wedding bouquet. It just looks like flowers, so we're just going to go ahead and save that. Okay? So that's that. So this whole magazine now is done and can be recycled. And I just really quickly will show you something in a magazine, like a fashion magazine. Now, these ladies, you know, you can cut them all out or whatever. This is, okay, I have to be quiet when I go through this magazine because it's a fashion magazine. I would never be caught dead in half of these things, honestly. I'm just going through really quickly to see if there's anything in the background or anything that I might want to save. Okay, like, all right, here's something right here. Okay, this fluffy little thing that, okay, see, even that makeup is really cool. Now this is one. Oh, this is going to be tough because she's got this fluffy thing on, but I really like that. No, we're going to go for the fluffy thing. So what I'm going to do, and this is not for the nature journal, this is for my other one, my glue book, or glue books, shall I say, my multiple glue books. So I just have that. You don't even know what that is. You know, it could be a pillow, it could be a rug, you know, whatever. It's just the texture that I'm really going for, right? The texture. So even fashion magazines like this, you can find some stuff. And, but mainly for these, I would cut the people out. Okay, but this is really cool. Look at this page here. It's just like a page of doodling and graffiti. That can go in my other journal, one of my glue books, I think, as a background maybe. And see, I could even go back and cut that little piece out there. There's apples here that I could save. Okay, look at her right. Okay, this is awesome. Look at this picture right here. Okay. All right, so it's this woman standing in front of the mountain with tortoises, right? Well, okay, I don't particularly want the woman, but this strip right here from a fashion magazine has given me this cool mountain scene. And you guessed it, tortoises. And then I can go on the other side of her and grab some more of that. So guys, any magazine has potential. You know, you're going to get more out of, obviously more out of one or another. Okay, here's something here. Let's see here. So this is just this lady sitting on this sofa. I have no idea what it's about, but she's got foliage around her. And so I'm going to go ahead and just take the foliage. There. Isn't that cool? So I can go on and on. I don't want to keep you anymore. You know what I'm doing here. I'm just getting, and actually, I don't, see right here, she's got some kind of wooden something, like a screen or something behind her. I didn't realize she also had a parrot right there, but that screen is actually kind of neat. And it is wood. It does have wood grain to it. So there. So that is kind of like a cool wood background too. So guys, look at every magazine. Go through it with a real critical eye and say, what part of this? I mean, this one right here, I don't know if you can see, it's like pink concrete looking stuff. I'm going to probably take out a chunk of this too. Matter of fact, I can do it right now. It doesn't matter what else is on it, because if you don't like what else is on it, you can cover it up, but you don't even know what that is, right? So something like that. Anyway, that's it, guys. I just wanted to show you, if you've never harvested a magazine, you know, how you can go through. Here's a lady with some bubbles from Hermes. And I'm just going to take off the Hermes. And look, I've got this like blue sky with bubbles. So there you go. Easy as that. All right, guys, I got a whole bunch, just this little time we had together. I got all of this stuff for my nature journal, and then I've got another big stack over here for my blue books, and that took no time at all. And so I just really wanted to show you how easy it is to get images. You don't have to buy downloads. You don't have to buy specialty magazines, and magazines are dirt cheap. You know, at thrift shops and stuff like that, and a lot of places like libraries, you might even get them free. So, good source of fun fodder. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, guys, I hope you're all truly blessed. Bye-bye.